Hello guys! Welcome to my vlog, and for today's video, we're going to talk about communication breakdown. And before we proceed to the video, I will introduce myself. I am Jenaline Maydungan, grade 11 UMS Consinity, and this video is for oral communication in context. So, let's start! So before we discuss on how communication breakdown, what is communication? Communication is a process of exchanging thoughts, ideas, and opinions in order to connect with other people. Its goal is to achieve a clear and effective understanding resulting to a good relationships in the community. However, there are times when the goal is not reached due to a certain factors. When this happens, there is a communication breakdown. So, how communication breakdown? Communication may occur when problems in any of the elements involved arise. They become barriers to communication. Simply put, communication breakdown results when the intended message of the sender is not understood exactly by the receiver. Barriers to communication are present. Recognizing the barriers or obstacles to effective communication is important in order to avoid communication breakdown. There are 4 different kinds of barriers, and these barriers classifies noise into 3 different kinds. So here are some of the barriers that may cause communication failure. First, the physical or psychological barriers. Physical or psychological barriers are the natural or environmental condition that act as a barrier in communication in sending the message from sender to receiver. Examples of these are people talking too loud, noise from a construction site or animals, loud sound of a karaoke, and blaring of jeepney horns. Second, the psychological barriers. Psychological barriers are called as mental barriers. These refer to social and personal issues of a speaker towards communicating with others. Examples of these are trauma, shyness or lack of confidence, depression, fear, or even stage fright. Third, the cultural barriers. Cultural barriers pertain to communication problems encountered by people regarding their intrinsic values, beliefs, and traditions in conflict with others. People's culture affect the way they communicate and relate to others. Examples of these are different beliefs, traditions and costumes, manners of dressing, and speaking. The last kind of barriers is the linguistic barriers. Linguistic barriers pertain conflicts with regard to language and word meanings. Because words carry denotative and connotative meanings, they can sometimes cause confusion and misunderstanding. Meaning of words and symbols also vary depending on culture. Examples of these are different in language, accent and dialect, use of jargon and slang, speech defects or language impairments. Let's proceed to the 3 different kinds of noises. First, the external noises. External noises are the sight, sound, and other stimuli that draw people's attention away from intended meaning. Examples are noise from vehicles, singing at the neighborhood, visual aids in front of the classroom, the dog barking, and the sound of the airplane. Second, the internal noises. Internal noises are the thoughts and feelings that interfere with meaning. Examples are confrontation with a friend, fear of speaking in front of the class, and racial prejudice. And the last kind of noise is the semantic noises. Semantic noises are the alternate meanings aroused by speaker symbols. This idea means that a word may have another meaning in the minds of the students. This is affected by the language in which they grew and the culture in which they are exposed. Examples are incorrect grammar, using excessive technical jargon, and using idiomatic expressions. Function of communication is to understand one another. These barriers and noises tends to do the opposite of the essence of the communication. Recognizing the barriers will lead us to an effective communication, and an effective communication would bring us peace in order to this society. And that's for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something.